Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all of you. And today we started with a great session right before this class. So many people came, joined for the Ganpati Japa. We are going to do 4 lakh of Japa of Ganesh Mantra in this Ganesh Chaturthi during the next 4-5 days. So, and yesterday when we read Tripura Rahasya, we heard about Ganeshji, how he came. Ganesha's birth was already there, but in this, specifically in this Leela, Ma Lalita's Leela, she has come. And yesterday, Vishukra had done that spell, some black magic spell, and Vishanga took that spell, and Bhandasur's army, they took that spell and they actually casted it on Ma's army. And all the ladies were confused, and all the ladies in Ma's army, their minds were changed. They were totally under that control of the spell. And then the Dandini and Mantrini, both of them, they went to Ma Lalita and then they said, Ma, how do we break this? So to break the spell, Ma invoked Lord Ganesha. And he came. He's so powerful with all his red dress. Today also when we were doing the sadhana, we remembered Lord Ganesha, and his form, Lord Ganesha's form, is very beautiful. He is red in color. He has red dress, he is worshipped by red flowers. He worships red clothes. He wears red clothes. He is worshipped by red flowers. So why red with Ganesha? Because red indicates a lot of things. Red indicates happiness. Red indicates love. Red indicates auspiciousness. Red indicates prosperity. Red indicates vigor. So red is a very powerful color. So Ganesha, when he appeared in Lalita's war yesterday, same color, red, with all the passion, he has come. But with that passion, he's so cute. He goes to his mother and says, Mother, why did you invoke me? What am I supposed to do? And mother said, remove the spell. And then this so cute Ganesha, whom we always see eating modak, laddus, that Ganesha goes and fights. The same vigor, the same passion he applies to fight the enemy. In the enemy camp, when Bhandasur saw that Ganesha has come, Bhandasur created Gajasur. That Gajasur is also elephant looking. And then Gajasur also has his own army. And
mute
your phone. Mute your... please mute your phone, mics, please. Can you please mute your mics? अपनी माइक को म्यूट कर लेंगे. I can hear you all.
माइक बंद है यार.
All right. So Gajasur came, and Gajasur's army was very strong, full of elephants, and Ganesha's army was also full of elephant face, and then they fought with a lot of strength and valor, and then his army was defeated. But Bhandasur secretly prayed to Ma that, Ma, I want to die at your hands. You have to come. I don't want to fight with Ganesha. So Ma then called back Ganesha, and Ma said, don't worry. Now I'm going to take care of it, and my Shaktis will take care of it. And they all marched. Now Bhandasur is also marched to the war zone. Bhandasur comes on his chariot made up of lions. He is also marching. Ma is also coming on her chariot that is also made up of lions, and then they all come. And Vishanga and Vishukra, they still had some energy left after being defeated so many times with this Sena. They still had some Shakti left. And Vishanga's son and Vishukra's son, they all came, and the fight went on. Everybody was defeated. And last, where we ended yesterday, Vishanga was dead. When Vishanga was dead, the Shaktis returned back to Ma, and everybody was chanting loudly and celebrating that finally Vishang is dead. And that was 75th chapter that where we ended. Now we are going to the next chapter. एवं विषंगे निहते जय शब्दो महानभूत मुदिताः शक्तया सर्वास्तुष्टुर्दंड नायकम. When Vishang was dead, everybody was happy and everybody started to praise Dandanayika. And when Bhandasur saw now everybody is dead, his entire family, his brothers, everybody is dead and very few people are left along with him. So in his mind he is thinking, यदर्थितं जगन्मात्रा चिरं तन्मे प्रपूरितम् एवं सा पुर्यो शेषम् आशु नास्त्यत्र संशयः तद्व्रजामि शेषगणैर् श्रीमातुर्दृष्टिगोचरम् विलम्बेन ममात्रालम् श्रेयो विघ्नैर्हि संकुलम्. He says, what should I even say? Bhandasur is talking to himself in his head. Whatever I had desired, the way I had desired, Ma is so kind. She fulfilled in that way. I wanted my children to go before me. I wanted my brothers, my family to go before me. And that's how Ma has done. So what should I be sad about? Because Ma is so benevolent. She does not stop giving. Evam swanta samasinam vanchadika falapradam paramananda jananim hitva daivato janaha. He says anybody who goes to Ma and prays to her in solitude, Ma definitely fulfills their desire. And not only their desire that they have asked, Ma fulfills more desires even that which they have not asked. So this is Ma's nature. She is very compassionate. So we go asking her something, Ma gives that. But Ma gives beyond our capacity sometimes. That's how mother is. So when I read this, I remember a story my father had told me. When I got into Lalita Tripura Sundari's worship, I was very young. So why do you worship Lalita Tripura Sundari? Because when I first heard, she will give you bhog and moksha both. Bhog means all your material desires will be fulfilled and she will give you liberation. So obviously at the age, that age when you are so young, you have so many ambitions, so many dreams, so many things you want to see and enjoy in the world. Obviously I wanted to love her because she can give everything. I also wanted mukti. No doubt I knew the concept of mukti, but somebody saying, okay, she will give you both. That concept is so nice. And then we had a Lalita Shivir. Shivir means a camp. My father used to hold this, used to do these programs, these retreats, where for 9 days during Navratri, we chant Ma's name and we do 10 million archanas. Archana means offerings of rice or flowers to Ma. So during that retreat, my father told me one story about Lalita, which just stuck in my head. And that came true also many a times in life. So many things Ma has given, which at that age I used to think it is impossible. But now living this life and seeing Ma's blessings everywhere, I know Ma gives you so much beyond your expectations. See, she gives. So my father told me this story. So there was this guy who was from India. He loved grapes. He went to some foreign country. And that foreign country was very cold. And he was wanting grapes. And he wanted Indian grapes. He had other grapes, but he wanted Indian grapes. But because it was cold, it was not the grape season, it was difficult for him to find grape. So he came in his room, all alone by himself. He opened his Lalita Sahasranama. He started doing his chanting. And sincerely he's telling to Mama, I wish I had grapes. Every day, he's doing his chanting and his mind is thinking of grapes. in that foreign country where he cannot get grapes in that season. So 1 week passed, and 1 week later, his neighbor came, rang the bell. Neighbor is like, I'm your neighbor. You look like you're from India. He's like, yeah, I'm from India. He's like, somebody from India had come to my house. My husband knew that person has got me some grapes, and those are Indian grapes. I want to give it to you. This guy was like, wow, mother fulfills the desire so quickly. And then this lady comes and gives the grape. He finishes the grape, but his desire for grapes goes on increasing because he loves grapes. Now he's like, okay, one time it was good, fluke, it happened. But now what? So he kept on praying to Ma. Now he's not saying anything, but in his mind he has the desire. He's not saying to Ma, oh Ma, I need grapes, but the desire is there. The same lady comes again. Oh, I have some more grapes. Somebody else gave it to me. I don't know what is it with these grapes nowadays, but we can't finish so much grapes. So why don't you take some? She give him. He eats more grapes. Poor one single man, how much grapes can you eat? And how many days can you eat? He ate it up. It took him 1 week to finish the grapes. Third week comes. He's like, wow, what grapes? Nice grapes. Oh, thank God it is over. But I wish I had some more. If Ma can do this miracle here, she can do more. So he's thinking in his head. Again, that lady comes. She gets 4 more boxes of grapes. She's like, I don't know what is with grapes. So many grapes I am getting. I want to give it to you. Can you finish it off? I know you like the grapes. This guy sees 4 more boxes of grapes. He finishes it somehow. And now he's like, I'm done with grapes. I don't want any more grapes. But that lady comes again with 1 box of grapes. She's like, this is the last box. Can you take it? He's like, no, I don't want. I'm tired of grapes. I don't even want to see the grapes. So many grapes. I'm done. She's like, please help me. Otherwise, I'll have to throw. Then he takes the grape. So my father went on saying this story that this is how Ma Lalita is. Some desires, you are going to say it knowingly, Ma, I want this. Then Ma will fulfill that. Some desires, you are not saying it. It is there, but you don't say, you don't ask. But Ma knows it. She's not somewhere out. She's inside your heart. She knows you more than anybody else does. And those desires also, Ma fulfills it. Some desires which I had, when I was young, they got fulfilled many years later. And Ma reminded me, you had desired this, so now it is coming to you. And when it came, it had no value to me because it was valuable that time. So Ma sometimes fulfills your desire this way also. She knows your attachments. She knows your weaknesses. So some of the desires at a certain age, you feel, oh, I just want this. And you don't get it. Don't get discouraged. It will come at the right time. So you will fulfill your desire also, and you're not even attached. That is how she's working for your liberation. When you give your leash in her hands, she will pamper you. She will give you everything, but she will also protect you. She will not allow you to go astray. That's her love, special love. So here Bhandasur is thinking all that, and he said the same thing. He said, if somebody prays to her in solitude and tells her any of her desire, she is Kamadhenu. She is a wish-fulfilling cow of heaven. She will fulfill. She will give everything to the devotee, even beyond your expectation. That's how Maya is. Then he goes on saying, Bhandasur, Dukkha Sara Alpa Vishaya Prepsaya Bhima Rupaya Niyate Varthamanisham Nrityor Bhakshayo Sekatam. I'll read in Hindi, because the Sanskrit and then Sanskrit to Hindi, the feeling is different. Then I'll translate in English. He says, कि माँ तो कामधेनु है, इस तरह अपने भीतर ही बैठी वह व्यक्ति को चाह से अधिक फल देने वाली है, किंतु भाग्य का मारा व्यक्ति ऐसी परमानंद दायिनी माता को छोड़ करके व्यर्थ ही दिन रात दुख के सारभूत भीम रूप विषय उपभोग की इच्छा से खींचकर काल का कलेवा बन जाता है। शोक रहित उस परम धाम को मैं तो निशंक प्राप्त करूंगा। मैं तो धन्य हूं, कृतकृत्य हूं, जो श्री देवी के चरण कमलों को देखते हुए इस गंदी हत देह को छोड़ करके उस धाम को मैं प्राप्त करूंगा. So he is in his head thinking, people are fools. Worldly people are fools. They waste their life running after things which are temporary. He is not a, listen, I like Bhandasur so much because Bhandasur is not a failure in his life. Bhandasur is the most successful materialistic person you can think. That person at the end of the life, when he says, no, oh, these are useless, it has certain value. Most people, they don't even attempt to become successful. And they will say they are spiritual. And what is the use of all these things? Because they have never become successful. But here, Bhandasur is not like that. He used all his energies to become materialistically successful. And then in the end, he says, yeah, it was just a waste of time. And then he says, I am so lucky. In his head, he's saying, I am so lucky. I will be leaving this body, looking at mother, and then I'll be going to her greatest abode. People of the world, he says, people of the world are fools who turn themselves away from Ma, who are only running after materialistic pleasure, and they forget God, they forget Ma. So Bhandasur's, what he is trying to say is, do not turn your face away from Ma. Remember, it is natural to run after materialistic pursuits, but along with that, do not forget Ma. This is what in Gita Bhagavan is teaching us. We are living in this material world. We are attracted by Rajogun, Tamagun, everywhere. Nothing wrong in that. But do not forget Bhagavan. This is what Karma Yoga is. Same thing Bhandasur is giving us the conclusion of his life. And he says, I am so grateful that I will be leaving this body which has anyways committed sin. We are no less than Bhandasur. We also have committed so many things, knowingly and unknowingly. We think we are pure all the time, but no. But whatever we have done, it doesn't really matter if we remember God and leave this body. Bhandasur is actually going to do that. What Gita Bhagavan has taught us, Bhagavan says, right? At the end of his life, whoever remembers me will come to my abode. Bhandasur is done doing the same. At the end of his life, he is going to remember Ma. And then he's saying, I will go to Ma's abode. The reason I teach you Gita is for this. I know you are busy. Everybody is busy. Everyone is busy. We all are very busy. But no matter how busy we are, train your mind to remember God under all circumstances. In good days, in bad days, every moment, everything that you do. Eating, walking, sleeping, talking, working, gardening, wherever. And I'm telling you, if you train the mind like that, it is very easy. It is very easy. Nothing difficult. If somebody says, oh, you will, it's not possible. No, I'm telling you, it is possible. It is possible. God is not asking anything else. God is not asking you to leave everything and go to Himalayas and shut yourself off. God is saying, however you live, remember me. That's it. If you remember Ma, however you live, remember Ma. Ma is your like your physical mother. You give her a call, right? You talk to her. Or you remember her from your heart. That's how you remember Divine Mother Lalita. So he's saying, I am very happy. I'm going to leave this body, looking at her, and then I will go to her abode. So internally he's happy, but externally he has to behave. No, he has to act. He's teaching us. That's how we have to be in the world. Externally, only do acting. Internally, be happy with Ma and in Ma's thought. So externally, he's saying, he's acting very angrily, okay? And then he called all his army. And then he starts addressing them. We cannot be losers. We have to fight with these ladies. Come on. Let's go. Let's march ahead and let's fight. And he calls his charioteer. And then his charioteer comes, and then all of them, they march towards Shakti Sena. And from that side, Lalita's Shakti Sena comes. And when these two armies are coming together, they are in full form. The horses are making noise. The elephants are making noise. There are drums, kettles. They both the parties are showing their power. Who is more powerful with their sound? They're doing it. And then there is the dust is flowing everywhere because the horses are, they are marching. And then there is dust everywhere which flows. And this side, there are some really powerful weapons, and the other side also, there are many, many powerful weapons, and all of them are now ready to fight. So in Shakti Sena and the Daitya Sena, there was a great war that started. People are provoking each other. Somebody is throwing a arrow, someone is throwing a trishul or sword or whatever, a barchi, mace, the chakra, gourd, whatever they had, they were all throwing at each other. And Shaktis are fighting with all the demons, and then some of the demons are died. Some of the demons are running away, and Shaktis are like provoking them. Where are you running away? If you're a man, come and fight. Don't run away from a woman. Don't show your. And so they go on doing this. So the fight is going on, and Bhandasur's aim is only going towards mother. He is telling his charioteer, please take me towards her, where she is standing. Where is Lalita Ambika? Just take me towards her. And while they are going, he's seeing everybody who all is fighting. So Jambini is there, Jambini, Stambini, and all those Shaktis are there. They are fighting. Shukashyama, Sarika, Sangita, Lagu Purvika, Sahitya Shala, Nikumbha are fighting with Nikumbha and Kumbhamastak. Then there are other senas. So they are all fighting. While they are fighting, Bhandasur sees Lalita. He tells to charioteer, take me there. Be quick, be fast. The charioteer just thinks, he says, I'm taking you there. But O king, are you not afraid to go there? You know what has happened to our army. Somewhere, usually you are angry, but today I see you very peaceful. So the charioteer knows his king. He says, O king, I see you very peaceful. I see you very happy. Can you tell me what's going on? You're very excited to go near her. And there is a happiness in your face that is reflecting. Why are you so happy? Can you please explain me? I believe that this Shakti Sena, no one can defeat it. But yet you look very different. You don't feel afraid, nor are you in a great mood. Your brothers have died. Your sons have died. But yet, I don't see you sad. What is going on? I have seen you when you were trying to fight with Bala. But when you fought with Bala, that fight was also different. You and Bala were playing. I have seen you. I have been the witness. And I see the same excitement in you. The same excitement that you had with Bala, now you are having with Lalita also. So the charioteer knows. Okay. So he says, I am seeing the same excitement in you. And I don't see any lamentation in you. I don't see any fear in you. I don't see you in distress. You are so calm, so equipoised. But you just want to go there and see Lalita? Can you tell me what is going on in your mind? Bhandya looks at his charioteer and smiles. He says, O Daitya, listen. This Lalita Devi is Shiva herself. Shiva herself means she is the Shakti of Lord Shiva. She is Paratpara. She is beyond everything. And I am really happy and excited because I know I'll be dying by her hands. That is why I am very peaceful. I will be going to her abode where there is no shok. Shok means distress. No bhaya means fear. There is no dukkha means sadness. I have seen this world, seen the best of the world, but everything comes with these three things. Shok, if you are very rich, it comes with fear of losing the money. And once you lose the money, you are sad. If you love people, there is always the fear of losing them or they turning against you. And that becomes a source of lamentation. I have seen the best in this world, but everything comes with lamentation, insecurity, fear, and distress. That follows even the best of the things in the world. But now I'm so happy. I've come to the final point in my life now. I'm very happy thinking all this war is going to be done. This war is nothing. The war of life that we lived, that is much harder. But now I'm leaving everything and everything is gone already. And now I'll be going to the permanent abode of Maa, where there is no distress, there is no lamentation, there is no grief, no sadness. The opulences that we dream of, for which we fought, those opulences are there. There is nothing to lose there. We have wealth here, but always a fear of losing. But when we go to Maa's abode, there is no fear of losing the wealth. There is no dualities. So, O Daitya, to his charioteer, he is saying, I am feeling very nice that all this war, or the daily war, is going to go away forever. He says, people, this is, in the end, what is his realization? Mayaya mohito jantur manyate ati uttamam mudha tatrapi soro loko vairajaso ati bhayankara. He says, people in this world are under the illusion and are under illusion of Maya. And because of Maya, people think this world where they are living is the best world. And inside that also, the Asuric world, where there is so much of tamas, that is bad. Like people, they are in drug mafia, cartels. They make so much money. So much more money, being moved here and there. But always living in a different world. People in jail. What are those worlds? In our own world, we live happily, and there is a world called jail. People live in jail. They commit heinous crimes. What is their mind? They committed crimes for something, right? Thinking they'll make money or they'll get this and that. So what kind of world are they living? The same world. So Bhandasur is coming to the point that people are under illusion. This Maya covers up, and people run after things thinking this is going to be their source of happiness. But, oh charioteer, this is not what it is. Who is saying? Bhandasur, who is the highest in Rajogun and Tamogun, who has experienced everything. He is saying that everything is an illusion. And it follows with a lot of things which won't give you happiness at all. There is no everlasting happiness in this world. The one, and then he says, Imam varam yo manute samugdha pashuka smritaha. The one who understands this will know the secret of life. This is because of Maya. But from where is this Maya coming? Who is holding this Maya? Oh, that is Yog Maya. Let us join with you, Maya, with Yog Maya. And then he tells to his charioteer, oh charioteer, you don't know this story about me, but I'm telling you, I was Manikya Shekhar. I was Lakshmiji's servant in my past life. And I did one mistake because of which I had to come into this life. But I was also given the boon that I will die with mother's hand. So now that time has come. And that is why very excited. This Devi Sarveshwari, even Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, the Indras, they are worshipping these Devis. So my brothers and my sons, they died, but they are now right now living in her abode. And I am also mentally prepared to die by her only and then go to her abode. And I want to go, once I go to her abode, I will see all my brothers and all my sons and everyone, whoever is there. Oh, this is so beautiful for us. We also are going to die one day. But don't worry. You will go to Manidweep if you are worshipping Ma. And once you go there, if your family is also worshipping, they will also be there. You will meet all the souls there. Many times, because of COVID, it happened. So many people died in our language untimely. But in nature's language, nothing is untimely. Everything is timed. Bhagwan knows everything. But yes, when we are living in this world, we miss our loved ones. And especially when we feel that it was untimely. Young kids losing their fathers or mothers losing their sons. COVID was a big eye-opener. The death is standing everywhere. Now COVID is almost, we don't talk about COVID, but we should never forget the lessons. It is there. It can come anytime to anyone, anywhere. But those who are left behind and those who are reading Gita or Tripura Rahasya should know we are never going to die. As souls, we are always there. And those souls whom we met in this lifetime, with whom we had special attachments, they left. But we will meet them again. Maybe in some other world. Or maybe if we have gone to Manidweepa, maybe they are also there in Manidweepa. We all will be there. So that's how we handle separation from our loved ones. Nobody has died. Everybody is there. In this life we came in some bodily forms and we made some attachment with them. But if there is a soul attachment, we will see them again, we will meet them again, and we will live happily ever after in Manidweepa. Okay? Manidweepa or Goloka Vrindavan or Vaikuntha, wherever. All right. So this is what is important. Now we go to 77th Adhyay, 77th chapter. Atha Yuddhe Sampadishim Ashwa. Oh. I may have to drop the class because there is an electrician that has come in my house and it will go. There's some electric work going on. So maybe I'll just end up the class here because I don't know how long the electric work will go. Huh? 5 minutes. And the class will be in between. Okay. I'm so sorry. There is an electrician that has come. So for 5 minutes, maybe my electricity will go. I'll join back again in 5 minutes and then we'll finish this chapter. Saptasaptatimo Adhyaya. So in that war, Bhandasur comes. Bhandasur sees Lalita and then he throws this arrow. When he throws his arrow, he looks at Lalita. Now he's going to pray to Lalita. And how is he throwing his arrow? The first arrow that he throws 5 arrows. So the first 2 arrows that throws flowers, okay, at Ma Lalita's feet. The next arrow he is throwing, from that next arrow came a mala, garland of lotus that went into Lalita's neck. Another arrow he threw, and the 2 arrows he threw, from that he showered flowers on Ma Lalita. So both of them are sitting in their chariot. They both see. And Bhandasur, when he throws the arrow, it is not hurting Ma Lalita. He's just throwing flowers on her, putting a lotus garland in her, and then throwing some flowers on her lotus feet.